A Kiss of Daggers by Cathair Dé Schmitz. Narrated by Brenna Castor. Copyright 2023. Prologue. Love across species was forbidden, but that had not stopped Remy Keaton. Remy, a human, dared to love an elf. Remy clutched the bit of silver jewelry in his hand and examined the scars on his flesh there. They crisscrossed his forearms and snaked down to his digits, and he grinned darkly as he touched the marks of raised skin that chronicled his life from one struggle to the next. He made a fist and stared at the earring. Her earring. Jewelry owned by the one he loved. The elf woman who had kept him sane in a world that hated him. Acceptance did not come easily to those few humans trapped in the fae realm of Arcadia. Most men and women, sons and daughters of Adam, were happy just to survive. Not Remy. His thirst for vengeance and discovery made him ambitious. It birthed a desire in him to overcome the odds, whatever the cost. Remy turned to the elf who he'd given his heart to. He grinned at her, a glint like metal alighting in his eye. "Do you remember that day? How we met?" He didn't expect an answer, but his hand dropped to the knife at his side, a ceremonial dagger forged in the fires of adversity, a blade given to him by the very nature of Arcadia, from the gods themselves when he'd awoken in Arcadia all those years ago. None quite knew how a human boy had acquired a Dushan in the first place, but like all the mystic daggers, it was linked to Remy's need for revenge. Remy had fought for every scrap he'd ever earned. He harvested pain where he'd not planted. The human looked over his shoulder and again at his lover. Years had passed since they first met, but she remained as youthful and as beautiful as ever. "I do still desire children with you, despite the risks," he trailed off. "What shall we tell them about how we fell in love?" Remy waited in silence and then winked at her. He answered on her behalf. "I think we must start where it all began, in the ditches beyond Cathair Dé." Chapter 1. Remy drove the sharp end of his tool into the soil, where it made a familiar, gritty shirk kind of sound. He blinked away old memories of all the times in his past where he'd dug holes instead of ditches, and then dumped bodies in them, filling secret graves in the dead of night. "Just a couple more weeks and we'll be in the city," said his friend Thornmere. Thornmere chatting instead of working did not surprise Remy. They'd known each other for a while. Pausing to push locks of hair behind long elven ears, Thornmere continued.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?